You might not notice it, you might not see it, but it's there.
It's everywhere.
Our published work identifies 170 trillion particles in the world's oceans, and we were quite surprised. That's a very big number. If you consider the global population of people on the planet, 170 trillion comes to around 21,000 particles of plastic, of microplastic, per person. We're finding microplastics in the bodies of thousands of species.
We have found microplastic in the human placenta, for example. We also have found it already in our bloodstream, and that's concerning.
So right now, the United Nations is negotiating a plastic treaty. We want it not to be voluntary. It needs to be enforceable. And it can't be focused on recycling and cleanup. It's got to be focused on prevention. Let's make smarter materials, have cities more responsible for managing their waste, and companies responsible for the plastic they make.
I think it is really important that we start to think about ways of having a circular economy, right? So that materials that are used are going 100% back into the cycle. And if that's not possible, then we shouldn't use those materials. I mean, I'm from Europe, and a lot of times when I give, or talk to Europeans or North Americans, they always say, oh, but I recycle or I dispose of my plastic perfectly. And I say, well, guys, you don't know that your country is actually shipping all of the plastic trash to a lot of Asian countries and African countries. And then with the next flood, it ends up in the ocean.
If you cannot deal with the trash on your own country, do not export it to another country. We know that China employed the national sword and said we no longer want to take plastic waste from Europe and the United States. And that was a very smart policy because, again, the United States, I'm an American. We should take care of our trash on our own land and not send it to other countries. So the export and the transport, the treating of trash like a commodity should be banned. I would put it on the responsibility of the richer countries. I mean, think of where does the plastic come from that many poor countries are using? Many of it is exported from other richer countries. Either products are or the technology is. So why can't richer countries export smarter technologies, smarter materials, and bring down the price as well? Smarter kinds of packaging, smarter products. So I think richer countries have the obligation to innovate smarter ways of doing things and sharing those with other countries.
I always prefer if it's something reusable, right? If it's like something made from stainless steel that you can take home, you wash it, and you use it again.
What I advocate is have organizations do very frequent beach cleanups. If you clean trash off the beach, then you prevent it from getting washed back into the ocean with the next storm. Because storms are always washing on the shore and taking trash back in the ocean. My daughter is 10 years old now. She will be 88 years old in the year 2100. What will the world be like? As any parent, you think about that every day. So I think about my daughter. Will she see clean beaches? And I think she will. I think when she visits beaches in Southeast Asia, as I have done many, many times, I believe she will see cleaner beaches. I remain optimistic. It's going to take work, and we can't stop.